It is 7:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the East Coast. I'm your host, Kosh Taylor, aka Go, for the Get It Back in Blood podcast series. I want y'all to get the fuck out of here, this lifespan, bitch. I need y'all out this bitch immediately. The fuck out of my fucking lifespan. Here's why. Not necessarily you, but you and your intention that you do shit. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. You gonna tell me that Obama, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and the real Donald Trump is out here egging you on and shooting the children just because you mad that I'm telling you don't harm the motherfucking children? You're killing the adults that are trying to safely secure the children. Here we go once again. I'm having to tell you this. And I'm trying to figure out where your mind piece is as a fucking adult to where you're doing that to 0 to 11-year-old children as a cop, bitch. You mad because motherfuckers investigating you? There would be no reason for you to be mad. There would be no reason for you to even be worried if your motherfucking ass was not doing things improper and having misconduct as police, special operations, and undercover cops. I supposed to give a fuck? Am I supposed to be scared of that bitch? I'm not scared of that bitch. That's that motherfucking low on the totem pole, bitch. You a low grade bitch. The only reason is I was not prepared for this big a fight and this much of a violent launch of an attack. From you say she is your commander, she is your leader, Kamala Harris, whoever else. I'm telling you, I expected more of you. And I keep telling you that I learn to be disappointed every fucking day. But I told you, everything you do to these children, I'm going to do my damnedest to do to you. Everything, you talking about you starting businesses from, you don't have anything to be proud of no more, lying ass bitches around this globe. You started a business from $7. I'm trying to figure out how. If it only costs $49 for the paperwork for the 501c, and then it's $600 just for you to use the website to submit the 501c. How is it that when you have angel investment websites, you're asking for $200-$300 up front? I get it. If you do like a sponsorship, if you ask for a donation, people might not give it to you. But because I know that you're a part of a business network, those things you should not be in business doing. Launching those types of websites. You know, you're writing grant proposals and promising to get funding for people with their award-winning grant proposal that does not work. And you're refusing to give people their refunds. That is supposed to be separate from the children, but you mad at what I'm saying, and then you're sending me messages through the security breach system letting me know that you got a problem with what the fuck I said. But you don't give the views on any of the platforms that Get It Back in Blood is streaming on. You haven't been allowing people to view my content for some time now. So everything I say goes directly to you. You a sick bitch. I don't see any many white women having issues with me like that, black bitch. Let me help you understand something. I am not a man. I was never genetically born no motherfucking male. And the fact that you're confused like that further lets me know that you do not know me. And it should let other people know that as well, that you really don't know me. I told you my train to go, that's a life-saving, community of people. So I just made it a little part of an organization since you want to see paperwork. Kamala has not been in the communities over here on this East Coast doing anything but boosting and instigating up negative reinforcements throughout the community, obviously. Obama's having a hard time understanding why we're not supporting the first minority woman that's trying to run for president. That's because everybody is not a good fit. I wouldn't be a good fit because I'm not for everybody. I know good and damn well I would have an agenda. But Kamala them has not corrected anything that's been going on. But they have a lot of issues. Donald Trump got up in there. Some of this stuff could be, and I said I'm not voting because some of the shit, as quick as they be signing that shit when they become president, there ain't no way they reading all the words on that shit. Some of that shit is probably still from Donald Trump. But she's not looking, she's not correcting, she's not explaining, she's not adjusting. He's not either. He's senile. Senile means he's dealing with some bouts of dementia and Alzheimer's. That makes him inadequately fit to be president. So right now she's president, which is why motherfuckers is going at her ass. That's why motherfuckers cussing her motherfucking ass out. He's like, well, we're delegating what she needs to delegate for. If she's a true leader, what she needs you to delegate any kind of activities for. She can't delegate. That's leadership. That's standard leadership 101. She said that gone are the days where everyone thinks that they can obtain the American dream, is what this whole said. That's not nobody to put your trust in. Like I told you about certain people, certain people will pretend until the very motherfucking end till they get to where they want to be and the goal to do what they want to do. He's got immunity. Well, you're telling me that these are not black women. These are not black women. These are not black women at the DSS. These are not black women at the on this security breach, attacking and shooting and killing people. You're telling us that this. I'm handling stuff in the States. While there are soldiers that are abroad whose children I told you were involved and you simply disregard because Squeaky or Beyonce's, you look at that picture of Beyonce's aunts, those were ex-drug whores around South Carolina, bitch. Them was ex-drug whores around South Carolina, bitch. Not that I'm knocking anybody's past or anything like that, but I'm telling you that people have walked these streets. What's the motherfucking end? We don't have nobody walking the streets no more. But when they were here, it was a nasty energy. It was and it's nasty a motherfucking end. The other girls have grown. Those bitches are older than I told you earlier. Just had 10 years. That bitch looks super young, but that lady's old to be my mother. Why are you in conversations with me making it seem as though we're having relationships and dealing with the same men? I stick to a certain age range, contrary to popular belief. Why the fuck you fucking all around me like that? You nasty. And it is very disrespectful to have men running in and out of your kid's life. But I'm telling you, this brand of female doesn't care about anybody but themselves. Instead of you putting your son in jail or and holding your son accountable for sex and human trafficking people's kids. Now, listen, bitch, I'm telling you, you can go back online and see where they have been rounding them up from the county of Orangeburg, Horry County, from all different, rounding them up, throwing them in jail. But what were they doing with the children that was not theirs? They never returned the children to their parents. There is sex trafficking organizations that are in competition with each other. And everybody trying to save the children is caught up in that motherfucking shit. by default of being a fucking parent. That's by default. That's by default. Okay? I told you they clean up behind their children. That's why most men can't live up to my standards. Your mama cleaning up behind your messes and shit still yet as a grown ass man, and the kind of messes that you making, it's just it's not gonna fucking work for me to respect you as a man. Tell me, she out here stabbing and fighting and shooting people, little ass kids, because her son is not man enough to just sell dope. He gotta be into the sex trade with little kids and shit. Talking about you heavy on the violence and shit at the parents and the children. You so heavy with it that I don't know how you've convinced people in those places, unless you have stuff on them. That's why I keep saying about the hoes, because unless you know got something on a lot of this congressmen and all them people, bitch, they can pretty much turn your stupidity down. You know what I'm saying? But if you got something over their heads, like, you know, that you can use against them, and most of the time it is the prostitutes that usually have that. People like, yeah, they be alcohol, they on drugs or whatever. But you the people of the rumors. You got the information, you the blackmailers, and you probably hold the key to whatever you wanted. And you chose to sexually exploit America's children and be violent and hateful towards them. That's what you chose to do. To be violent and hateful towards children that hadn't even heard of you, had never seen you before, don't know why you doing this to them, why they gotta die, well, all kinds of crazy shit that you done said. And they're old enough to understand what the fuck you're saying. Now they can read. Your attacks through roadblocks and then bringing your ass into fruition in real life. Motherfuckers done share parent other people's kids. They got other people's kids in a whole network of clown ass motherfuckers that we would never allow to sit at our tables. I don't give a fuck how much money you got or how little you got. If I can't have peace of mind around you, I don't want you at my table. Everybody has a gritty, grimy side to them. So I'm not saying like all your sins is just getting you fucked up. I'm not Christ Jesus and I'm not God. But if I can't be comfortable around you, especially by my kids who you're supposed to pay minimum attention to, that's where my problem lies, bitch. And when you want to be the blockage, that's a problem. I don't give a fuck how much money you got to hold to. You wouldn't be able to sit at my little rinky-dink ass table, bitch. That's appalling and it's scary. And the fact that you don't care about servicemen's children is really more appalling as to what. That's why I told you what I said. America seems to be ready for a dictatorship. They want to have dictators. They don't want democracy and diplomacy. They want a dictatorship. They don't want a U.S. Constitution. They don't want any rules to live by. They don't want to be held accountable for any wrong they ever did. I'm talking about serious, heinous ass shit. They want to be able to see me on the street, shoot me dead, and go on live happily ever after. I don't respect a lot of people because respect is not automatically given like that. You know, I don't know what else to say to you besides stop complaining about your bruises in this fight. You know, stop that. A windmill, it's a karmatic thing. It's karma. It's a windmill back to you what you dished out. That's sending that back to you. You know, but I'm Kosh Taylor, aka Miss Go. I'll get with the Get It Back in Blood podcast. I'll be back soon.